Hello, my name's Rosemary Cooper Clark from CC Consulting. I'm an accredited leadership coach and change consultant. And in this video, I'm going to share some tips on how to manage your email so that you don't spend all day playing ping pong with them. The first tip is to only look at your email once a day. Make sure you have enough time to do so. But nobody knows when you start work, when you finish, if you're at a meeting, if you're at a workshop. And if you just allocate one time in the day to clear them, then that will help you manage your time most effectively. The second tip relates to that in that try not to open your email first thing in the morning. Try and do a major task, something's urgent, something's important, but get some big chunk of work out of the way before you start being distracted by your email and it then becoming a long exercise. I know I used to switch on my email first thing in the morning and then an hour later emerge needing a cup of coffee and not having started anything major for the day. So tip number 2 then is to get something big out of the way before you start. The third tip is again one that relates to time management, and that's to deal with as many of the email messages as you can then and there. This means that it doesn't get on your to-do list, it's dealt with, it's clear, and you can focus on other activities. Of course, you do have to make sure that you've allocated enough time to looking at your email, but it's well worthwhile just clearing it out as opposed to having to come back and revisit it later. The fourth tip is if you really can't look at it and deal with it then and there, then keep your inbox to a minimum by flagging and putting reading material into a special folder. Clear them out into folders so that when you have time where you might be waiting for something, time where on the train, on a plane, you can look at the contents of that folder and deal with it. It does require some discipline in that you have to make sure you do go back to the folder and your to-do tasks, but allocate that into your diary as a calendar item. And it will significantly help with the size of your inbox. And the last tip that I found is to turn off that lovely alert system that you have that pings every time you receive an email. I know it's nice to know that you've had email and that you're popular. However, every time that it pings up, you can't resist looking at it, then it's distracting you away from your main task and maybe enticing you back to that inbox where you start looking at other things all over again. So switch it off, keep to the main time that you've put in your diary, and if you can't get it to once a day, at least start off with 2 or 3 times a day. So after that first big task, lunchtime and before you close for the night, and then just gradually try to bring it down and take a look at the effect of that. Are you really losing too much by not being responsive immediately an email hits your inbox? I think probably not. So these tips don't work for everybody. You need to try them, see what works for you. Many of them have been given from members of High Flying Divas or the Leadership Forum, both of which are LinkedIn groups. So take a look at those and join if you would like to benefit from more updates. And otherwise, take a look at my website, ccconsulting.org.uk, where I have many free reports. So until next time, good luck, and look forward to you taming your emails. Thank you. Goodbye.